Okay, in this is going to be a demonstration of me writing a poem. I'm going to write a poem using all of the strategies that we've learned in this course. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start. And anyone can do this. It just takes a little practice. You'll get faster and faster at it the more that you do it. It's just repetition. And here we go. Now to come up with a really good hook like I taught you in the course. And I'm going to just put something like this. Let's see. Her eyes bled for him whenever he passed. So that's captivating. That's a captivating hook that you want to put on it. Yeah. Then we're going to go ahead and go into the next one. Anaphora. Well, what's this poem? I'm just going to go ahead and put the hook as the anaphora that's going to be repeated. So, and you don't put it directly after. I mean, you can, but usually you don't. So, okay, what's next? Consistency. So consistency, that just means the subject has to keep going from one to the next. It's got to be all written about the same subject. So let's see here. He didn't know how he would go on after her sudden hemorrhage. It's a weird word. No, that's not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. He didn't know how he would go on after his loss. Okay, so I'm just continuing with the poem, and now I'm going to add some alliteration. The silent son spoke of his return, though she didn't believe he ever would. So the silent son spoke of his return, though she didn't believe he ever would. And I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to grab the anaphora, the first stanza that I copied from the hook. And there we go. So now to explain it, I have the hook, I have the anaphora, and the silent son spoke. That's alliteration. So now I'm going to continue with the poem using another trick. Intimacy. This has already been developed during the poem. As you can see, you can probably feel the poem. You're getting close to your audience. That's what intimacy means. Okay, now for a simile. Her eyes... No. Her sky spoke of noon, like a sunray bent like a sunray bent for warmth. There we go. So that's a simile. I use the word like. Oh, it shouldn't be capitalized here. And now a metaphor. I've been using metaphors all throughout it, but I'll use another one. She became the moon, tied to the ocean as... Oops. Happy mistakes. Like her tears. So there's a metaphor. Oh, and I forgot to ask a question. So I'm going to go back into the poem. And I'm going to put a question here. Do eyes bleed like, let's just say, roses? Or do they haunt us when they're gone? And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to the end of the poem. And I'm going to put, let me see, roses, coming off the question that I just asked. Roses do bleed, and yes, you still haunt me. Bam, right there. I asked the question, and then I put the ending. Perfect. It's a good ending because it stuns the reader. And yes, you still haunt me. I hope this lesson helped, and thank you.